singing on, kumbaya. S'mores! Yay! All right. Masha. Okay, she's panning up there. Here she comes. Hi, and welcome back to another exciting episode of How To, the only reality TV show that lets you program each week's adventures. Now, just a reminder of how the show works. Each week, our producers comb through hundreds of emails and suggestions on our website to find the one idea that grabs them. Then they pass that idea on to us, the How To team, and we have exactly 24 hours for our mission to learn everything we can about the topic and then record a 30-minute TV show about it. Now, if this is the first time that you're watching, then you need to know this is guerrilla how-to filmmaking at its rawest. We don't get provided costumes, no sets, props, or even a script. Instead, we rely on just having a cell phone, a laptop, a car, one video camera, and our ingenuity and imaginations. Can't be done, you say? Just keep watching. Well, here's our latest mission. We received it at 12:01 a.m. this morning. This email comes from Hannah A. in Clearwater, Wisconsin. Here's what Hannah says. Dear How To, I'm a 7th grade flute player in the band at Beavertail Middle School in Clearwater, Wisconsin. We need more lows in our band, and my band director has been trying to convince me to switch to the tuba. I think it would be kind of cool, but I don't know anything about the tuba, and it's scary, you know? Here's my question, and I really hope I get picked. Can you guys show me how to play the tuba? Thanks, Hannah A. Okay, Hannah, thanks for the email. Well, now you know you did get picked, and I hope you watch closely because it's time to learn how to play the tuba. Well, first things first, we have to get an instrument. Hi there and welcome back. Well, it's time to pick your tuba. Now, a lot of people think that a tuba is a big instrument, kind of like a wild animal. And there's nobody who knows more about tubas than our next guest. This is Schmitty Flugelson from the Sonoran Tuba Wildlife Preserve.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
Well, right here, right now, we've got a couple of different tubas in this preserve. We're gonna send my assistants in and maybe we can get a couple of them. If you listen real closely, I think you can hear a couple of them. Let's take a listen. Oh, there they are!
Amazing.
Fantastic! Oh, I think they're in that direction. So, let's see, I think we can see them in the distance.
Cool.
Oh, there they are!
Get
I'm gonna try to wrangle me one. I'm gonna try to wrangle me one.
Oh, and you just catch them.
All right.
Oh, I think you got
I
it.
think I've got one. My assistants have the rest of them.
Oh, I see them. They're there.
Oh, there they are. And my assistants are bringing them out right now.
Okay.
There we go.
Oh, here they come.
Oh, here they come.
Oh, wonderful. Oh, looks like they've got them tamed. And they're coming out, and oh, they're
how
beautiful.
Crikey.
Wow.
Look at that
There's
Sheila.
one. Okay, come on over this way. Oh, but you've got the other one?
Oh,
looks
it's a
like
feisty
they're kind
one.
of fighting. This one's really tame. Well, and then,
Oh,
you
man.
got it?
Oh, I've got it.
Yeah. Oh, fantastic.
Nice job.
Yeah, cool. Well, this is amazing that we have 3 different types of tubas. And actually, there's a ton of different types of tubas. Tubas come in all sizes, shapes, colors, and even keys. The most common tuba that you're probably going to be familiar with when you first start playing is the double B flat. All 3 of these tubas, even though they look different, are in the key of double B flat. But they also have tubas in E flat and F and C. But for now, we're going to stick with the B flat tuba. This one is the smallest tuba that we have here today. This is called a 3/4 size tuba, and this is what you might have in your middle school band room that you might be playing. It's fingered exactly the same. It's just a little bit smaller and easier to handle. Next, we're going to go over to this tuba. This, as you see, is a little bit bigger. This is what's called a full-size tuba. And it's bigger here, it's a little heavier, and a lot of these tubas also have an extra valve, a 4th valve here. Unfortunately, this one doesn't. They also have tubas even bigger than this. They have a 5/4 and even a 6/4 size. But again, for now, we're just going to stick with these 2. The final tuba that you might be associated with in your middle school program is the sousaphone. And this one's a really wily one, so you got to watch out. This sousaphone happens to be made of fiberglass. And that makes it easier to carry and move around because it's lighter. But they also come in brass and silver and even nickel plated, just like all the rest of these tubas. So yeah, so that's it for tubas. Now what's going to happen with these 3?
All right, everyone. Now that we've got these tubas here, we've got to release them into the wild. They're a little shaken up now, so they're just going to have to go back in the wild. You guys take them back right now. All right, big boy. Thank you. Oh, awesome, beautiful, beautiful. Oh, what a sight, wasn't it? They were such beautiful ladies, man. Fantastic.
Well, thank you so much.
Oh,
we
no
really
problem.
appreciate it. And hopefully more people will come out and learn about these beautiful instruments.
Yeah. Crikey.
Okay, I'm off duty and I'm ready to go home now. Okay.
All medical personnel, code Bluba. Code Bluba.
The mouthpiece is clogged. Doctor!
Let me get him.
Doctor, hurry, hurry.
Steer clear, I'm the doctor. Oh my goodness.
coming back, but it keeps losing.
The condition of this tuba is critical.
What are we going to do?
Uh-oh. This looks serious. Why don't we just come over here and let them do their job? So, now that we've seen what can happen to our tuba if we don't take good care of it, let's explore how to properly handle and clean our instrument. Now, first of all, we have to remember one thing. The tuba is a big instrument. That's why you have to really be careful how you handle it. Don't accidentally hit it on anything when you're carrying it or going through doorways. Also, the safest place for the tuba is in its case. So if you can, keep it in the case when you're not using it. You know, as for cleaning, you want to take it to a music store at least one time per year for heavy-duty cleaning. But you can do a lot of easy day-to-day maintenance to help keep your instrument working correctly. So let's start with the smallest part, the mouthpiece. Now, this is a mouthpiece brush, and it looks a little bit like a Christmas tree. So what you're going to do is, whenever you're done playing your tuba, you're just going to run the mouthpiece under some soapy water and clean it out like this with your mouthpiece brush. This just gets rid of all the extra gunk and keeps it playing and clearly, okay? Then when you're done, you just wipe it off, make sure it's dry, and voila, you're ready to go. So next, we're going to take a look at the tuning slides. Now, there are a bunch of different tuning slides on your tuba, and sometimes they may not move very easily. If they're completely stuck, take it to a professional and have them help you take it out. But if you're going to take one of these out from the valves, you go ahead and depress the valve and pull the slide out so it doesn't make a loud noise. Once you have the slide out, you can go ahead and clean it using water, soap and water. You also might want to get one of these kind of brushes and just clean on the inside, just to make sure, again, all the gunk is out. Then you dry it off, make sure it's nice and dry, even the inside part. You don't want water on the inside of your tuba. Then you're going to take some tuning slide grease. And again, you can get this at any music store. So you take a little bit of tuning slide grease, doesn't take much, and you simply put it on the exposed part here. Then when you're done, wipe your hands off so you don't get it on your tuba. Come back over here, and voila, a working tuning slide. Okay, so finally, the trickiest part, and that's the valves. So if you have a sticky valve, and you can get away with a quick fix, if you're in the middle of a concert or a rehearsal, you can just put a drop or two of valve oil, and it'll do the trick. But eventually, you're going to have to take the valves out and oil them. Now, here is the #1 thing to remember. Don't get the valves mixed up. That's bad. The tuba won't work if you put the wrong valve back in the wrong valve casing, okay? They're numbered 1, 2, and 3, and you've got to keep them there. Sometimes it's better just to work on one at a time so there's no chance that you can get it mixed up. Another thing to remember is that most tubas, and you can't see this, but most tubas have the valve numbered right up here at the top. So if in doubt, go ahead and check that. So you unscrew the valve casing, you take the valve out, and you put just a few drops of valve oil, not too much. You don't want it dripping and get valve oil all over the place. Then you put the valve back in, and you work it around to really get the valve oil. Now you see this notch right here? This is going to go, and you find the groove that it fits in until it clicks, and you can't move it anymore. Then you hold it in place, and you screw the valve casing back on, and voila, good as new. Well, finally, about once a week, you should give the whole thing a polish with a very soft polishing cloth. If you're using a brass tuba like this one, it has lacquer on it, and you can use a soft cloth made especially for instruments. However, if you're using a silver-plated tuba, then it won't have lacquer on it, and you should use a special silver cloth made especially for silver instruments. Ask your band director if you're not sure what kind of tuba you're using. Okay, well, that's about it for everyday maintenance and care of your instrument. You know, it's really easy to keep your tuba in top playing shape and make sure it looks and sounds good for years to come. If you just follow these few simple steps and are really conscientious, you can avoid a lot of heartache in the future. It's not
not coming back. We gotta call it.
Doctor, this tuba will never be sharp again.
Actually, it'll be C natural.
Good. That's crisp. That's good. All right, let's bring it in, guys. Let's bring it in. Good work. Let me tell you something. We are primed up to win the regionals this year. All right, you guys are finely tuned athletes. I love you guys. You're going to do great. We're going to have pizza too.
Hey, Coach Ferguson, hi.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt your practice, but remember you said that your athletes can help me on making my tuba video.
Tuba! Oh. Yeah, that's right. I did.
No. To play the tuba, it takes a lot of physical stamina and grace, just like a finely tuned athlete.
Well, that's what they are. So, I mean, if you want to have them for a few minutes, you go
great.
right ahead.
Okay, awesome. Thanks, guys.
Good. I'll be
really
over
appreciate
here.
It.
All right.
Okay, so now then, we've already learned how to take care of our new instrument, and so there's only one more step that we need to do before we get to learn how to make a sound, and that's learning how to breathe. Now, I know you already know how to breathe. You do it every minute of every day to live. And if you're switching from tuba to another instrument, then you may even know how to breathe for instrumental playing. However, getting the proper airflow is so important for getting a good tuba sound that we're going to give you a few exercises so you can practice using enough air. Okay, so the first and most important step is to relax. This can't be emphasized enough. It's really difficult to play the tuba correctly if you're tense. So before you play, just take a few moments and stretch and relax, like so. All right. Now, playing the tuba takes a huge amount of air. If you've been in band before, you may have been told, use your diaphragm. Well, that's not exactly true for the tuba. The diaphragm is a muscle that's located between your lungs and your stomach, about here. If you flex or tighten your diaphragm, then it becomes impossible to blow the large amounts of air that the tuba requires. That's why you have to stay relaxed, even while you're taking in huge amounts of air. A famous tuba player, Arnold Jacobs, once said, "For tuba players, strength is our weakness." What he meant by that is that you have to keep your muscles relaxed or weak to get a strong sound. So when you breathe in and out on the tuba, you need to start by being relaxed in your mouth and in your throat. You'll accomplish this by breathing in on the syllable O. So try that. Say O, but exaggerate it by dropping your jaw and opening your throat, and stay relaxed. O, O. Now you try it. Okay, cool. So to make sure that you have the correct placement, you're going to try this simple monitor. When you're breathing, place your hand in front of your mouth, like this, okay? If you're doing it correctly, you're gonna get a sound that sounds like this. Okay, if you're not doing it correctly, and if you're tight and you have an E, it's gonna sound like this. So remember, we want the deeper sound. If you're relaxed, it'll sound like this. So as you breathe in and out on an O, relax your stomach and let it expand outwards all around, front, sides, and back, and keep relaxed. So now that you've breathed in, it's time to exhale. For this exercise, as you exhale, put your hand flat in front of your mouth and blow onto it, like this. And be sure you keep the O sound. So again, you breathe in, and O onto your hand. Well, it's time to put all these steps together. So start with an O sound, put your hand in the first monitor position, breathe in, and then exhale. This should be a fluid motion with no interruptions, like this. Okay, well now we're going to do an exercise that has us breathing deeply like this for about 30 seconds. Now if this is the first time you've ever done this, you may start to feel dizzy or even lightheaded. If that happens and you feel like you're going to pass out, sit down and breathe through your nose. You should feel better again in about 10 seconds. Seriously, don't push yourself to the point where you pass out. You'll be able to do it longer the more you practice. Okay, so here we go. You're going to breathe in and out for 2 counts, and then out for 2 counts. Focus on keeping relaxed and an even flow. And an O sound in your throat. Here we go. All right, there. Great job. Now, if you do this every time you warm up to play the tuba, you'll find that soon you have more air and stamina to sound better and better on your instrument. Also, if you like this exercise, you can find more like it at Pat Sheridan and Sam Palafian's great website, www.thebreathinggym.com. Okay, well, what did you think, guys? Was it harder than you thought? Guys? Where'd they go? Oh. Well, I guess it was harder than they thought it would be. Maybe they're not such finely tuned athletes after all.
Oh man, you should have seen my reed the other day, dude. It was so thick, I had to sand it down, man. It's working so much better, man.
I got a really cool ligature
Oh,
on here.
nice.
I love it.
Have you tried the new Rousseau mouthpieces?
Oh man, dude, that guy can hang, man.
Hey!
Oh, hey!
Hey,
What's up? Hey. Oh yeah! You gotta play with us,
gotta give
man.
this a try.
This is sweet.
Saxophone?
Yeah.
Yeah, for
gotta
real.
give this a try.
Women's are the way to
bomb.
go.
Yeah.
Look,
You did it.
Shiny and stuff.
I always get the melody.
I'll give you the first read for free, man. Okay?
There's a ton of them.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, give it a try.
Hey, what are you doing with those twig suckers? Forget about it. Okay? This is the instrument. This is God's instrument.
Oh,
in fact, in the Bible, you take a look in the Bible under the Lord's Prayer, it says tuba. What other instrument is mentioned there? Okay?
That's awesome.
Isn't that awesome?
That is.
And look how pretty that is.
Oh, man.
Now, do you notice that the best looking people always play tuba? And I think you'd qualify. So you've got to play this instrument, okay? And you don't have to worry about this. Reeds, buying reeds, you get one mouthpiece lasts your lifetime, right? Okay.
Ba-da-da-dum, da-dum, da-do-do-do-do-do-do-dum, da-dum, da-dee-do-do, da-da-da-dum,
Tuba all day long, and I can play the tuba until dawn. I sound so good, my tone is clean and pure, all because I know about my embouchure. Oh, squeeze the tuba, oh, squeeze the tuba. First say oh, to open up your throat, turn it into a U so you don't feel like a goat. Squeeze the tube now, lips tight to a point, produce a big full sound that fills up the joint. Now give your mouth a special home. Use this technique so your tone doesn't roam. 2/3 of your upper lip, 1/3 of the bottom. All your sounds will be solid, nothing will be rotten. Oh, squeeze the tube. Oh, squeeze the tube. Oh, squeeze the tube. It's the easiest thing to do. Now that your mouth is set, let's talk about tongue placement.
practice is done. Be sure to practice hard and have yourself some fun. Remember the secret to keeping your tongue pure. It's all in your mouth. It's your embouchure. Oh, squeeze the tube. Oh, squeeze the tube. Oh, squeeze the tube. It's the easiest thing to do.
Oh, thank you so much for coming.
Oh, of course.
He would be so honored to know you came.
Oh, please. Oh, you look good, buddy. You look good.
You may be wondering what we're doing at a tuba funeral. Hey, you say, I'm taking care of my instrument and I learned how to breathe and proper embouchure. What happened? Well, we're here today to learn about what I call tuba tones of death. These are common embouchure problems and the bad tone that can happen from them. Before we start with what could be going wrong, though, let's remind ourselves of what a good embouchure feels like. When we get ready to play, we want to place the tuba mouthpiece with 2/3 of it on our top lip and 1/3 on our bottom lip, like so. You form an O in your throat and gradually change it to oo, and then squeeze the tube. Relax, breathe in on the O, and play. Also, remember not to puff out your cheeks. Cool. Now, if you're trying this at home and you get a different result, let's try and figure out what could be going on. Here's our first example of what could happen. That's no tone at all, just rushing air. There are two possible causes for this. It could be that your embouchure isn't formed tightly enough, or maybe your airstream could be restricted. So reform your embouchure, O, oo, squeeze, and grip more tightly on the tube. Keep saying O to keep your throat open and your tongue down, and you'll go from this to this. Okay, well here's example number 2. That's a really thin pinch tone. If your sound is like that, your embouchure is formed too tightly, your lips are pinched together, and there's not enough air passing between your lips. In this case, you need to loosen your grip on the tube. Take a breath with a yawn feeling in your throat, and push the air out as rapidly possible, and stay relaxed. Here's example number 3. If this happens, it means you're splitting the tone. It could be that your lips aren't gripping the tube tightly enough to center the pitch, or maybe your teeth are folded, or your lips are folded over your teeth, causing a double vibration. Start by gripping the tube more firmly. If that doesn't solve the problem, start over with your embouchure and check in a mirror to make sure that your lips are staying even with the edges of your teeth and not curling over the top. Okay, final one. This is my favorite. Nothing came out, right? This is stopped or really intense air only. If you're playing and no sound comes out at all, then your lips are pinched completely together. Remember our number one rule, relax. Loosen the grip on the tube and refocus the O and the oo. All right. Well, that's about it for now. Just remember to keep relaxed and keep working on forming the correct embouchure. And you won't have any more tuba tones of death. Ah! Do you have to keep doing that?
It's so scary.
All right. Oh, man. Hey, hurry. And we're there.
Yeah.
Okay, time. Did we make it?
11:58 and 30 seconds.
Yeah. All right, another how-to mission accomplished.
Yeah.
Well, you know, guys, I had a lot of fun this week. You know, I didn't know so many things about the tuba. What's some of the stuff we learned?
How to take care of our tubas.
That's right. That's right. No more tuba ER, huh?
Yeah.
We learned the different kinds of tubas.
Different kinds of tubas. Three-quarters, full-sized, big sousaphone.
It's
Oh,
tough to bring in.
we also learned how to breathe correctly.
I didn't think I was going to make it.
That was hard. Oh, and you know, we also learned how to form the correct embouchure.
Squeeze the tube. Oh, and you know what? We also learned how to fix common tone problems. No more tuba tones of death.
Thank you.
Well, it looks like my turn being host is done. Who's up next week to host?
I am.
You are?
Yeah,
Good.
yeah. Not sure what we're doing yet.
Yeah,
though.
I don't know. Has anybody heard any rumors?
I heard it had something to do with like bottling lava.
Whoa! Have fun on that one.
Yeah.
Steamy.
Well, guys, it was another great week. So how about we give it a 1, 2, 3, how to? Ready?
All right.
1, 2, 3. How to!
Cause when the music starts, we all get together and we dance and sing and love one another. When the music starts, we all get together and we dance and sing and love one another. When the music starts, we all get together and we dance and sing and love one another. It's a gorgeous thing, the feeling you bring. Freedom is finally mine.
Recording.
Yeah, well, this one's really interesting. You can tell it's been through a lot, you know. You can tell by the missing mouthpiece. It must have lost it in a mouthpiece in the swamps, probably.
Tuba swamps. There you have it, the tuba swamps of Rangoon.
Oh, poor baby. You just calm down.